Ancient Secrets of Kings derives valuable life lessons and success stories from ancient kings' lives and combines it in the form of a self-improvement video course that can transform your life. It helped me bring about a positive change in my life and showed me the way to success. Ancient Secrets of Kings is a revolutionary video course that will surely transform your life. This transformative video course is divided into 3 pillars, and each pillar is divided into several modules, so that it becomes easier for you to grasp the main idea of every pillar. It is designed to unveil ancient kings' secrets that made them so successful. Ancient Secrets of Kings is a brilliant self-improvement transformation course which picks up amazing success stories and secrets of ancient emperors and brings them together in the form of videos. The course is spread over 3 pillars, which are further divided into several modules. It is a comprehensive course which deals with different aspects of life and teaches you important life lessons for success. Largely, the money, time, and effort you put into completing the course is well worth it. It will present a different side of ancient civilizations to you, a side you have never seen before. It will bring to light some amazing success secrets of ancient kings which you can use today to reach your goals in life. It is time to transform your life and achieve success. Click the link in the description to download Ancient Secrets of Kings now.
Imagine, just for a moment, you are a king or a queen, a supreme leader, living in the lap of luxury, with unlimited amounts of money, unlimited power, and an unlimited number of people ready to do absolutely anything you desire, no matter how excessive or difficult it may be. 3 men in history have lived this life. More than any other, these 3 men have permanently reshaped the world we live in for the better, and their ideas still rule the world to this very day. And each of these men has a secret that has never been told, a secret that has made them who they are and gave them everything they had. And today, from beyond the grave, these 3 men will speak. They will share their secret with you, and when the secrets get out, they're out, and nothing will ever be the same. I traveled to the places that these 3 men once ruled in search of these secrets. I set foot in China, where one of the greatest wonders of the world, the Great Wall of China, still stands resolute to this day, enduring the test of time. China, the home of one of history's greatest emperors. While there, I uncovered the secrets behind the incredible success of the Chinese Empire that reigned over much of the world's economy for centuries, and the ancient Chinese philosophy that manifests near limitless wealth and prosperity for anyone who applies it into their lives. Then it's off to Egypt, where the Great Pyramids remain a testament of the ancient Egyptians' ingenuity and engineering. What I discovered there would forever change my life. It was there that I learned all about the secret teachings of the famed mystery schools in Cairo and Alexandria, the very same teachings that The Secret was based on. And yet, you'll be shocked to discover that there's a secret behind The Secret that has been kept from the masses. And finally, I traveled to Israel to walk in the footsteps of the richest men who ever lived. I was humbled to learn the ancient wisdoms that still apply today. I left Israel a changed man. Never have I felt more serene, more at peace with myself after having attained the wisdom that I found in this holy land. Right now, allow me to share my journey with you, but more importantly, allow me to share my discoveries. I promise you, these discoveries will grant you abundance, limitless wealth, incredible power over every aspect of your life, the peace and serenity that you've sought after for so long. And that is just the beginning. Welcome to the Ancient Secrets of Kings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Winter V, and I know exactly why you're here. Because you're looking for this. That switch you can flip that turns your life from darkness to light. from confusion to clarity, and from an uphill battle to a life where wealth and success just flow to you easily, like a force of gravity. And you're sick of waiting for it. Well, it's time for results. Real results that you can see, touch, and feel. And of course, results you can spend. Well, I have good news for you, because that switch, it exists. We've officially found it. And you're going to get a chance to flip it before this video is even through. At that point, the money will come, and boy, will it come. But that's not really what this video is about. What we're most interested in is what happens next. This world is suffering right now, and it needs good leaders like never before. It needs benevolent and powerful kings and queens who actually have the power to make a difference. And we need to make sure that we outnumber them. That's why we will be moving extremely quickly to get you to your financial goals and your financial dreams, so we can use that power to make a mark on the world that the world will never forget. That's why, just days into this program, you will begin climbing out of your financial hole and really start building wealth way beyond what you would ever need. See satisfying and passionate relationships bloom before your eyes and experience a body that's good as new, from the inside out, and boast the energy of a 16-year-old no matter what age you are now. And wouldn't that be nice? I mean, with all the courses you've been buying, has anything made a truly radical shift like the one I'm talking about, as opposed to just promises? Listen, if my stats are correct, you're making about as much money as you were when you first started this personal development journey, minus everything you've spent on the courses. And more than anything, you just want traction. You want to feel good about what you're doing, to know that you're moving forward, hitting your targets, and beginning to taste the life of personal and financial freedom you so desire. And you want to enjoy yourself doing it. I saw a client yesterday who got out of $20,000 of tax debt since he started using this program. Today, I saw a client that repaired a relationship with her mother, even though they hadn't spoken for nearly a decade. And I have people that could barely get up the stairs playing soccer with their son for 45 minutes straight. They flipped the life switch, and that's what can happen when you do. Now, I would never say that everyone will become rich, happy, and famous with this course. But I would say that these secrets have been secretly used throughout history to do exactly that. We're bringing that power back that's been hidden for too long, which may leave you wondering, how could these secrets be so old and yet work so well in our modern setting? Well, I wondered that myself, and what I've found is that it was just all a big misconception that I got from my schooling. Old doesn't mean dumb, not at all. You're about to find out it's quite the opposite. They actually knew more about money and success than all of today's personal development products combined. I know because I've been teaching and coaching on this stuff for years. I've had a lot of wonderful success stories in that time. I made a name for myself and was earning a living most would die for. But with the ancient secrets of kings, I've never had so much fun. It's a different world because it's a lot faster. The potential for results are a lot bigger than ever before. In fact, I can't even compare it to anything I've done before. It's operating on a completely different playing field. I see smiles and even laughter in the first 5 minutes into the program. And I'm constantly receiving emails and messages about how things they have learned from ancient secrets of kings has helped them get that big promotion or close that huge business deal. Well, I could have stopped there, but my soul honestly got restless. And I got that strange feeling that something was still missing, like I wasn't reaching near what my potential could be. I felt I had to do something totally different from what I've been doing. So instead of going wider for information, like more self-help books, I decided it was time to go deeper into the art of success, no matter where that took me. Doing a Google search one day, I stumbled upon a quote from Confucius, which said simply, "Study the past if you would define the future." And that got me thinking, what if what I was looking for wasn't in any book at all, but in an old legacy? Why not look into those men who were the most successful of anyone on earth? The ones with the greatest architectural feats, the greatest political influence, the greatest spiritual influence, and of course, the greatest fortunes. They must have known something nobody else did. What was it? As I began to look into that, three men kept popping up in my research as the ones who really excelled in all of these categories. They were the 4th dynasty pharaoh Khufu of ancient Egypt, Emperor King Shi Huang of ancient China, and King Solomon of ancient Israel. And interestingly enough, each of these men had a signature monument, an amazing architectural feat that became a fascination to the world throughout the ages. I had to see these monuments firsthand to fully understand these men, or maybe it was just an excuse for vacation. But either way, I booked a 3-part flight for Cairo, Egypt, and the pyramids of Giza, Beijing, China, and the Great Wall, and Jerusalem, Israel, and the Temple of Solomon. Because the monuments are always a symbol of what the man stood for, and I had to know, what kind of code did they leave behind in those monuments for me to crack? You're about to find out exactly what I found in this wild ride back or into the ancient world. Or as I found out, it was actually a ride into the future.
But is it really backwards at all? Now, before we have liftoff, I want you to understand something. Where are we going? Now, is it really into the past, or are we going into the future? Just think about that for a second.
There's really nothing ancient about China. Their empire hasn't gone anywhere. In fact, the U.S. economy, the world's superpower, is currently dependent on China to stay afloat economically. Many analysts predict that they may just grab that top spot any day now. Napoleon Bonaparte once said of China, "Let her sleep, for when she wakes, she will shake the world." And boy, do they. Here's the interesting thing that I found. Their success right now is really founded on the same principles they had then, applied to a modern era, which are once again ruling the world. But then comes the big daddy, the civilization that really started it all when it comes to success, wisdom, and spirituality, and that is ancient Egypt. What can we say about ancient Egypt that will give it justice? Some say they were even more advanced than we are now. In truth, that is a pathetic understatement. Don't believe anything your school books try to get you to believe. In ancient Egypt, they had board games, cosmetics, judges and juries of their peers, specialized medicine, even a woman's lib movement. The next one almost seems like a joke, but serious historians are now considering the possibility that they had operational airplanes somewhat similar to the ones we use today. Some of those hieroglyphics certainly make it look that way, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. When we get to the Pyramid of Giza, things became downright spooky. First off, science is baffled about how they simply put that pyramid together. No contractor today can even build half a pyramid with those dimensions and bricks that heavy. They've tried, and well, they've failed. But way spookier than that are the messages encoded in the pyramid. Don't ask me the details on this because it's way beyond me. But apparently, if you know how to measure the pyramid the right way, you find familiar numbers that seem eerily familiar. You will find numbers that we have only discovered in the past 100 years. For instance, it's clear that they knew Pythagorean's theorem and advanced geometry. They knew what pi was, up to 5 digits past the decimal point. What about advanced physics? Well, they had that too. You'll find in the measurements they knew exactly what the speed of light was, as well as another measurement we have no idea how to discover, called faster than speed of light. The codes in this pyramid show these men could put any modern scientist today to shame, but it goes even further than that if you can believe it. Energy. They knew how to harness and trap energy from the stars, something we know nothing about. And with this energy, they appear to have been able to create a current pretty similar to our current day electricity. I've heard claims that the codes indicate even knowledge of molecular biology. So it really makes you think, what the hell was going on 4,000 years ago? Because nobody taught me this stuff in school, but that still ain't it. When we move from the physical to the spiritual, the rabbit hole goes deeper. Energies have been discovered in the pyramid that have almost magical powers. The ability to heal, to calm, and the ability to preserve food almost indefinitely. Indeed, the main purpose of the pyramid was spiritual, to take the kings and actually turn them into gods. And it seems basically that's what they almost were. No wonder everyone worshipped them as such. So the knowledge was off the charts. But where did all that knowledge go? Well, the answer is it didn't disappear. Knowledge rarely ever does. It has just gone underground to the secret societies, like the 33rd degree Masons, the Skull and Bones, the Knights of the Golden Circle, and the highest degree of Masonry. What most people don't realize is that all these elite organizations, they all study deep ancient Egyptian knowledge in what they call their mystery schools. And surprise, surprise, those organizations, the ones with the wisdom, pretty much run things in the Western world. You won't find many presidents that aren't Masons or part of some other major secret society. And now look at the back of your dollar bill, and what do you see? You'll see that the Pyramid of Giza is still in control of the money as well. No question they operate at a higher playing field, a higher field of energy perhaps. Possibly, but one thing's for sure. We've been left in the dark about it. That's the reason why we are where we are and they are where they are. And finally, Israel. I had to visit this country as well, because growing up in a Catholic household, I knew that the Israelites were at first enslaved by Egypt and the pharaohs and ultimately wound up getting the upper hand, at least for a little while. Now, who could get the upper hand on those pharaohs? Were they even more advanced than they were? Well, if you believe the story, you'll know that a pretty smart young man named Moses was raised in the pharaoh's household and in charge of a great deal of the operations of the country. No question he had this knowledge, and then he turned it against them. Did he know something they didn't? And why has Israel, when so many other great civilizations have fallen, persisted until today? Why are the descendants of that very same population occupying leading positions in Hollywood and the news media, science and the arts, when they make up 2% of the population and were nearly annihilated just 50 years ago? Incidentally, they have also produced one of the wealthiest men who ever lived in recent history and locked down 20% of Nobel Prizes, when once again, they are only 2% of the population.
All right, it's 4 a.m. It's still dark out. We're really tired. It's time to go to the airport.